One claims it's the company's only chance for survival.
Atari has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. The 31-year-old
TWA presents the difference between...
Kodak is filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection.
It's an eye-opening journey into the world of business as we uncover the fate of America's biggest chains. Today, we are diving deep into an intriguing topic sending shockwaves through the industry. Get ready as we reveal the imminent downfall of 7 massive chains, stirring debates and speculation across the nation. From iconic giants that once dominated the market to familiar names we've all grown up with, this video will expose the harsh realities and shifting tides of the American retail landscape. So, grab your popcorn and fasten your seatbelts as we explore the fascinating stories behind these 7 chains teetering on the brink of extinction. Retailers in the modern era are encountering significant challenges, including declining sales, mounting debt, and operational inefficiencies. These issues have been further exacerbated by the COVID-19 pandemic, which has expedited the decline of several retailers already grappling with diminishing sales and increasing debt due to changing consumer preferences. Among the most susceptible to these challenges have been department stores, with the pandemic resulting in the downfall of renowned brands like Neiman Marcus and JCPenney. Even before the pandemic, malls were experiencing a decline in foot traffic. However, stay-at-home orders imposed during the pandemic further prompted consumers to shift their shopping habits towards online platforms and prioritize essential purchases over discretionary spending. The future outcomes of businesses cannot be determined with certainty. However, based on the last update, I can provide you with a list of struggling or declining chains in America. It's crucial to keep in mind that circumstances may have changed since then, and it is advisable to consult current sources for the latest status of these businesses. Here are 7 examples of chains that faced challenges at the time. Once a dominant department store chain, Sears
officially filed for bankruptcy.
The company has struggled for years
due to competition from online retailers and evolving consumer preferences. Sears was once one of the largest retail chains in the United States, known for its wide range of products including appliances, tools, and clothing. However, it faced intense competition from online retailers and struggled to adapt to changing consumer preferences and shopping habits. These challenges, financial mismanagement, and declining sales led to the company's decline. JCPenney, similar to Sears, has experienced declining sales and store closures as traditional department stores have struggled to adapt to changing retail trends. The company has been struggling for years and filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in 2020. JCPenney has closed over 1,000 stores since 2017, and whether the company will survive is unclear. Several factors have contributed to JCPenney's decline. The company has been slow to adapt to the changing retail landscape and has faced increasing competition from online retailers. Management problems have also plagued JCPenney, which is struggling to keep up with the latest trends. Toys R Us, a beloved toy retailer, declared bankruptcy in 2017 and closed its U.S. stores. However, it's worth noting that the brand made a comeback in 2019 with new stores in partnership with a different company. It can be said that Toys R Us is no longer a chain in America, as the company filed for bankruptcy in 2017 and 2018, closing all of its U.S., British, and Australian locations, with the last U.S. stores closing in 2021. Operations in other international markets, such as Asia and Africa, were less affected, but chains in Canada, parts of Europe, and Asia were eventually sold to third parties. In August 2021, WHP Global announced that Toys R Us would be opening over 400 stores within Macy's starting in 2022. The flagship store is in New Jersey at the American Dream Shopping and Entertainment Complex. So, while Toys R Us is still a brand, it is no longer a chain in America. There are no plans to open any new Toys R Us stores in the US, and the company is currently focused on its partnership with Macy's. Payless Shoe Source filed for bankruptcy in 2019 and closed all of its US stores. The company faced increased competition from online retailers and struggled with debt. The company has encountered financial challenges over the years, leading to its bankruptcy filing in 2019. This move resulted in the closure of over 2,000 stores, and Payless Shoe Source is currently operating under Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. The future survival of the company remains uncertain. There are several factors contributing to Payless Shoe Source's struggles. One significant factor is the increased competition from online retailers, which has changed the retail landscape. Additionally, the emergence of fast fashion, offering fashionable apparel at affordable prices, has impacted the demand for traditional footwear retailers like Payless Shoe Source. Furthermore, the company's financial difficulties have hindered its ability to invest in store improvements and marketing efforts. Radio Shack, once a prominent electronics retailer, has faced significant challenges due to the rise of e-commerce and shifting consumer habits. It has filed for bankruptcy multiple times and reduced its store count. In 2015, the company filed for bankruptcy, resulting in the closure of more than 1,700 stores. Radio Shack is operating under Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection, aiming to restructure its debt. However, the outcome of its efforts to survive remains uncertain. The challenges faced by Radio Shack are multifaceted. The company struggled to adapt to the evolving retail landscape, where online shopping gained popularity among consumers. Moreover, Radio Shack faced intensified competition from other electronic retailers like Best Buy and online giants like Amazon. Furthermore, Radio Shack suffered from an outdated brand image. It was perceived as a store for outdated electronics rather than a destination for the latest technological gadgets and gizmos. This perception hindered its ability to attract customers and remain relevant. Pier 1 Imports, a home furnishings retailer, filed for bankruptcy in 2020 and closed all of its stores. It struggled to compete with online retailers and experienced declining sales. Pier 1 Imports was the biggest chain in America that went out of business soon. The company filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in February 2020 and closed all of its stores by October 2020. The company had been struggling for years due to a number of factors, including increasing competition from online retailers, declining foot traffic in malls, and changing consumer preference for more affordable home goods. Pier 1 Imports' closure was a major blow to the retail industry, and it's a sign of the changing times for traditional brick-and-mortar retailers. The company's demise is a reminder that even well-known and established brands are not immune to the challenges of the current retail landscape. GNC, or General Nutrition Centers, a specialty retailer of health and wellness products, faced declining sales and filed for bankruptcy in 2020. The company planned to close many stores but aimed to continue operating with a reduced store count. The company filed for bankruptcy in 2020 and closed over 1,200 stores. Harbin Pharmaceutical Group, a Chinese company, currently owns it. There are several reasons why GNC might go out of business soon. First, the company has been facing increasing competition from online retailers like Amazon. Second, the demand for vitamins and supplements has declined recently. Third, GNC has been struggling with debt. It is unclear if GNC will be able to survive. The company has been changing things, such as focusing on its e-commerce business and opening smaller, more convenient stores. However, it remains to be seen if these changes will be enough. It's important to acknowledge that business circumstances can change, and these chains may have taken measures to adapt and improve their situations. I recommend consulting reliable sources or news outlets for the most accurate and up-to-date information. As we conclude this eye-opening journey through America's retail landscape, it's crucial to reflect on the ever-changing nature of the business world. While these 7 retail giants have dominated for years, the winds of change are blowing, and their future is uncertain. Remember, behind every corporate empire are countless individuals who rely on these chains for their livelihood. As consumers, we hold immense power to shape the destiny of these businesses. Will they adapt and survive, or will they become relics of the past? The choice is in our hands. Let's embrace innovation, support local businesses, and redefine America's retail future. For more such interesting videos, like and subscribe to us.